Hey guys, how's it going? It is the very end of the day and it is hot. It's been like unseasonably hot for October. Usually we start to cool down. This year we have not decided to cool down. It's fine. So I got a load of plants in and these were not remembered. I did not remember I was getting any of these plants. It's fine. I got them in and I thought I had places for everything, and it turns out I don't. I have changed my mind. So with that, we're going to do a little bit of work right up here. And I'm actually really excited about it because I have these forsythias and I was planning on just leaving them because we do plan to move at some point, and I just didn't want to add another project to my plate. But where I ordered these plants to go, they're no longer able to go there. So I thought, let's put some of them right here and take out these forsythia. So today's plan is remove these and do some planting. That's the goal. Should be simple, should be straightforward, should be easy. Fingers crossed, I say that, and it won't be. So let me turn the camera around. I'll show you the forsythia and why they're coming out. So we have these forsythia right here, and I've got this like brick border. And these I had planted when I really didn't understand plants or understand gardening pretty much at all. So I planted them right up against the border because it said that they would get X amount of feet wide, and I wanted to make sure that there was enough space in the back that they didn't get crowded, because why would I want them to be crowded? Well, that was the wrong decision. I should have planted them further back in the bed so they fill out. So our sprinklers are going right here and right here. So they're right up against the border, and so they reach out into this way. And I didn't think it through. I didn't fully understand. And we have had a ton of issues with them. They get kind of leggy and weird, and they just haven't like grown properly. I was hoping that they would fill this area in and kind of block a few things and give us a little bit more privacy. And it's just not been what's happened. So it's okay though. We're going to take them out. This was a fabulous lesson learned. And they also bloom on old wood, and that's kind of been a problem for me because we tend to come back and shear them up, and it's been really weird. So we have not enjoyed them, and this is my reminder that it's okay to take out plants that we don't enjoy. So all of this is going to come out today, and I have a couple plants that are going to go in, so let me show you guys those. So I am going to do a micro hedge of Strongbox Inkberry Holly or Ilex, and I am really excited about these plants. These are going to be a fabulous like boxwood replacement, and they only get about 3 feet tall and wide, and you can prune on them to keep them more in a head shape. I only have 5 of them because they were planned to go somewhere else, so I'm going to keep them pretty spaced out. So it's going to be a very loose hedge. Ideally, I would keep them more closer to each other. I would do like 2-foot spacing, so that way they can really grow together, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to do that with having 5 of them in that space that I want them to go. They are growing zones 5 through 9, and they do bloom and they will get berries, but you do need the male variety to get berries, and I don't have the male variety. I'm not growing them for that. You could grow a squeeze box holly, which is the male variety of this plant, and it does bloom on old wood. So like this year it's setting its growth, it blooms for next year. It's growing right here, and this is all this year's growth, and this is where it'll bloom, and it's where it would set its berries for next growing season. But we're just not going to get any berries from it, but we will get the blooms. And it wants full sun. It's a full sun lover, hardy in zones 5 through 9. And like I said, 3 feet tall and wide, and it is a native, so that's also really exciting. And it's not going to do the disease that boxwood does. It's not going to have the smell of boxwood, and it's still just going to give you the feel of boxwood. I feel like it definitely has like that boxwood vibe to it, so I'm really excited about it. And then directly behind these, I'm going to plant 3 hydrangeas. And this is going to be a test to see how well this works. I really, really want to grow hydrangeas here, and it's just not something that normally can happen. So these are Puffer Fish Hydrangea, and I don't know much about hydrangeas just because we can't grow them very well here. There are definitely some people who grow them successfully. I am not one of those people, and it's probably because I just haven't done enough research about them. So these ones get about 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and they have some really, really gorgeous white blooms on them, very big white blooms. They start out green, and they're really, really pretty. I love a good white bloom, especially for a hydrangea. I think that's gonna be so pretty. They do want part sun. It says also to sun. I don't know how well this is gonna work. This area, it gets a little bit of morning sun and then it gets some of the afternoon sun, but it gets protection from midday. So we will see how these do. I'm not gonna be 100% certain that these are gonna grow, but I think it'll be a good experiment. And I don't know, I really love hydrangeas and I really just want them to just do well for me, but that doesn't always happen. So let's go ahead and pull out those forsythia and get these planted, because I think this is gonna be really, really cool to have up front. I think it's gonna be some nice impact, and I just think it's gonna be, I don't know, a good change. And to have a little evergreen hedge right there, we need more evergreen interest on the property, and so this will just be nice to add some more evergreen, and they're really pretty. I'm really excited about these. So let's get those forsythia taken out because they gotta go. Okay, that's very interesting. First one came out so easy. Second one was a lot more work. And this is very weird. Not sure how we're feeling about this one. Well, we're moving along, too late now. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup in here, because there are some weeds popping up throughout. So we'll clean this up and then we'll go ahead and get everything planted. Hopefully this looks good. We have a problem. Brent hit the irrigation. When he was digging that hole, and you guys all saw it, he hit the irrigation, shredded it. Let me show you. Okay, so when I was digging and using the auger, I found our front yard irrigation. And we saw these like little white specks coming up, and we thought it was just root. And so I kept going, and then we realized, wait, that doesn't look like root, that looks like plastic. And then I pulled it out and I had totally shredded the irrigation. So we turned off the water, and it's fine. He's gonna fix this tomorrow because it's already running out of daylight. So he's gonna have to dig this out a little bit, and he'll come in and he'll just put in a new piece right here and 2 connectors on the end, and the problem will totally be solved. And then we'll just move this hydrangea forward just a little bit. But it's not the end of the world. It's just, it is life. So my plan for the evening is to at least get these planted. So we'll get these 2, which now I'm looking at it, my spacing doesn't look right. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's gardening. It's not that serious. And this is not a formal garden, so it really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Anyways, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 planted and 1, 2 hydrangeas planted. And then after he fixes that, I will come out and I will do these 2 and that one. I just don't want to plant these, so that way he has to dig all this up. And then I'm totally in his way with plants. I just think that'll be more pain than anything. But the spacing on this is 2 of them, hydrangea. This one is directly behind, and then 2 of them in hydrangea. So these hydrangeas are pretty evenly spaced, and then these are all slightly evenly spaced. So let's get these 5 planted, and I will come in and I am gonna mulch this, and we're just gonna pretend like the whole project was done just right here, and it looks really good, even though that makes it look like I don't know how to plant, because I did 3 and then 1 behind the other. Well, if we pretend like all I did was this, it looks really good, but we're not going to. So we still have these couple plants left to do. Like I said, Brent will fix the irrigation. He's going to do it tomorrow. We're just running out of daylight, and it'll probably take him about an hour to do. And once he gets that all done, then I'll get those last 3 plants planted, and I'll get this area mulched. I do need to come in with a little bit more Edgeright. We did this, and then we came straight across. The border was back there. We fixed it so now it's level with the concrete. It wasn't level. I don't know why we didn't do that. But now this matches. And then I just need to run a piece straight back that way. So that way gravel doesn't go into this bed. But I think this is going to be really, really nice. And especially if those hydrangeas can make it, it's going to be gorgeous. If they can't make it, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I will find something else that I can pop in those 3 holes that is still going to get about 5 feet tall, that has some good interest. And I think this little hedge is going to be nice. It's going to take them a while to touch. This is like max spacing, because like I said, they get 3 feet tall, and this is about 1.5 feet. So it's definitely max spacing. What you want to do is the plant is going to grow 3 feet, so it's going to go 1.5 feet this way, and it's going to go 1.5 feet this way at maturity. So it's going to take it a minute. And so this will go about 1.5 feet and this will go 1.5 feet. Ideally, if you're trying to create a hedge, you want to stay about half of that. So I would do maybe like a 12-inch distance, and then it would all be like nice and close, and they would fill in, and it would just be a really nice solid hedge. So we're going to go cool down, and I will be back in the next day or two with finishing planting those last 3 plants and getting the rest of this bed mulch. I am red. I am beet red right now. It is so hot out here. So it'll be nice to take a break anyways, but it would have been nicer to get this finished, but it's okay. He's gonna fix it and it won't be that big of a deal. So I'll see you in 2 seconds. It's been a couple of days now and Brent got the irrigation all fixed. And so now we're gonna finish this project. I think it's like 3 days later. We're doing great here. But this side right here looks really, really good. I just gotta finish this last 3 little plants because of that irrigation issue. Let me show you guys what he did to fix it, and then we will get everything in the ground. So we already have the holes dug, but I didn't want to get anything planted here so that way he could just get in there and, like, I don't know, not deal with 2 plants in the way. Figured that might be easier. So he just went ahead and cut out the section and then replaced it and put on 2 little caps. So they're all glued, all sealed, no problem. And I'm gonna dig this hole a little bit further forward so that way I'm not putting the plant right on the pipes, because that would be not the best choice. So we're gonna get these all planted now. That looks pretty good. We got the metal edging in, so the lawn is all locked in now. That looks way better. And then we've got the boxwood replacements in, and I think those are gonna be really beautiful. They're a really pretty, nice, deep green color. They kind of glow in the sunlight. I mean, look at that, it's literally glowing. And the hydrangeas will be really beautiful. I'm hoping that they make it. I won't be surprised if they don't make it though. We'll see what happens. But they are really, really gorgeous. And then we've got it all mulched up. And the last thing I need to do is just come in and run irrigation to everything. So I'll run individual lines to each one of these plants and everything should just be happy and thriving. I'm gonna give extra water to the hydrangeas so that way they don't burn. And I'm hoping that this fall, it means that they can put on enough root growth and they'll totally survive. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I am so happy this project is done, even though I totally busted a water pipe. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It does look really, really good, and I cannot wait to see those fill out. It's just gonna be so incredibly gorgeous. So thank you guys for visiting our garden. All the mess ups, keeping it real here. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.